All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever 3D printed anything, you know that feeling, right? You wait for days on a print, only to find a tangled mess of plastic spaghetti. Well, today we're digging into a machine that claims to put an end to all of that. We're looking at the Creality K1C to see if it really does what it says on the tin.
So before we jump into the solution, let's just be real about the problem. Because anyone who's used a 3D printer knows the struggle is, well, it's real. There are a few universal headaches that can stop a project in its tracks and just totally kill your creative vibe.
I mean, does this sound familiar? You have this perfect model, you're all excited, you send it to the printer, and then the waiting game begins. You just wait, and you cross your fingers just hoping it actually turns out okay. Okay, let's get specific. We're talking about prints that take multiple days. We're talking about that tedious little dance of manual bed leveling, trying to get it just right. And what about inconsistent extrusion that just ruins a beautiful design? But you know the absolute worst? Waking up to a plate of spaghetti. It's that constant, nagging anxiety that your print could fail at any second. So, what if a printer was actually designed from the ground up to tackle all of this head-on? Well, this is exactly where the Creality K1C enters the picture, positioned as the answer to all those frustrating printing bottlenecks. And here's the key thing to get. This isn't being marketed as just some minor upgrade. Sure, it builds on the popular K1, but the folks behind it are calling this a quantum leap forward, especially for anyone who needs serious efficiency and top-notch results. I mean, just listen to the phrasing here. Obliterate your printing bottlenecks. That's pretty strong. The entire point of this machine is to just get rid of the barriers between your idea and the finished product, so you can spend your time, actually creating stuff. Okay, so let's dig into how it supposedly does all this. The promises for the K1C really boil down to three core pillars: how fast it is, how smart it is, and how reliable it is. These are the areas where it's supposed to be a total game changer. First up, let's talk about that headline number, 600 millimeters per second. To be clear, that is a mind-bogglingly fast print speed. In the real world, that means projects that used to take you days could now be done in just a few hours. That's not an improvement, that's a fundamental shift in your workflow. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sure, it's fast, but does it look any good? And that's absolutely crucial. Speed is useless if the quality is terrible. The K1C tackles this with a really robust CoreXY structure. That's a motion system known for being super stable at high speeds. It's designed to keep that incredible detail and accuracy, even when it's absolutely flying. And this right here perfectly shows that second pillar, intelligence. On the left, you've got the old way, the tedious, frustrating, error-prone manual leveling. On the right, you have the K1C way. It's fully automatic. It handles the entire calibration process by itself, which basically guarantees a perfect first layer, so you can just get on with your design. And the smarts just keep coming. It has an integrated AI camera, which is described as your vigilant co-pilot. And I love that, because it's not just a webcam for you to check in. It's an active system that is literally watching the print for you. So how does it do that? Well, it's a really simple three-step process. First, it's constantly monitoring the print in real time. Second, if it detects a problem, like our old friend the spaghetti monster, it then, third, sends you an alert and can even pause the print automatically. Just that feature alone could save you a massive amount of time and wasted filament. And here's a fantastic little bonus, especially for anyone who likes to share their work online. That same camera lets you create those super satisfying time-lapse videos of your print coming to life, and it works right out of the box. This brings us to that third pillar, reliability. And at the very heart of the K1C is its extruder. It's an all-metal, clog-free design that's built for powerful and, most importantly, really consistent filament feeding. Now, having an extruder this robust is what unlocks the machine's versatility. I mean, sure, it'll handle your standard PLAs no problem, but it's also built to handle more demanding materials like ABS and PETG. And most impressively, it's capable of printing with advanced carbon fiber composites, which opens up a whole new world of making functional, high-strength parts. When you put all these features together, you get what the source material calls a dependable workhorse. This isn't being pitched as a hobby machine you use every now and then. It's engineered to just run and run and run. So this is the really crucial question, right? What does all this tech, the speed, the AI, the reliability, what does it actually mean for you? What's the real payoff here? And this is the bottom line. It's about creative freedom. It's about having the peace of mind that comes from a machine you can actually rely on.
It all boils down to you spending way more of your time innovating and creating, and a whole lot less time troubleshooting and worrying. Honestly, the tagline they use for the K1C really just says it all. Create more, wait less, stress never. It's short, it's memorable, and it hits every single one of those pain points we talked about at the start. And I guess that's the final question, isn't it? When your tools get this fast and this smart, when those technical hurdles pretty much disappear, what's the first big idea that you would bring to life? Because it's not just about printing the same things faster. It's about all the new, more ambitious projects you could finally take on.